everybody, it is Indy meets Disney, and we are at the Magic Kingdom today. And what's our plans?
So we have plans to go eat at Be Our Guest for dinner. So a magical place, some magical food, magical experience. And we've been here a few times before, but we can't wait to come back.
That's right, super excited. We made reservations a little while back. Does it require reservations usually to try and get in here? It's usually a pretty big, busy place.
Yeah.
It is a prefixed meal, so you pay one price and you get an appetizer, you get an entree, and you get your dessert and a drink.
Yep. So adults are going to pay $62 for their prefixed meal, and then kids are going to pay $37 for theirs.
Yeah, but it's a great time. You get a great meal, and you get to see the Beast while you're there, so it makes for an exciting time. So super excited. So we're going to head in and try her out.
Yep, we'll catch you inside.
All right, let's go do this. So we are at Be Our Guest, and we are super excited. It has been too long since we have been here, and we love it here.
Yes. And I'm super excited because of our places that we like to dine in, the 3 rooms you can dine in. We are seated in the West Wing.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. It's kind of magical and enchanted in here with the rose and the thunder. And all that good stuff. So, yep, we've got lots of food coming our way. 3-course meal.
Three-course meal, yeah. So, lots of people have mixed emotions about this place, but it was one of our favorite places, definitely, to dine in the Magic Kingdom. It's sometimes hard to get reservations here, but we were able to score some. So, super excited, and we're going to bring you along with this adventure. So, buckle in and join us on this journey.
Yeah. Okay, for my appetizer, I decided to go with the Maine lobster bisque, which is garnished with a cream crochet and poached lobster. Okay, so I just finished up my lobster bisque and Clean Plate Club. It was really good. It was very creamy. Had a good lobster flavor to it as well. Very creamy. My only downside about it is that it didn't have very much actual chunks of lobster inside of it. In the whole bowl, I think it had maybe 2 or 3 small pieces. So I would like to have a little bit more. But one good tip from me to you would be to use that bread, which has salted butter on it, and dip that in the soup. It's a mighty fine flavor combination. So yeah, it was really good, and I would definitely get it again. I just wish I had a little bit more lobster chunks inside of it. And then along with our appetizer, we also get some bread service here, and along with some whipped butter. So we will report back to how these appetizers and the soup are.
All right, French onion soup. So it has toasted croutons inside there, and then it's covered with that wonderful Gruyere cheese and provolone. And this thing is fantastic. I've had it before, so I'm super excited to dig in. All right, so I want to talk to you about my soup. So this stuff is phenomenal. I love this French onion soup here at Be Our Guest. So I just want to show you a little bit what it looks like. So it is a really thick soup on the inside. So you can look here, you can see all those croutons, that thickness of the croutons. There's real thick onion pieces in here, and then the cheese is really thick as well. So this is really fantastic soup. If you are a fan of French onion soup, I highly recommend this soup. It is some of the best French onion soup that I have ever had. I highly recommend it. If you ever get a chance to come to Be Our Guest, get French onion soup. If you love French onion soup, this is where it's at. Okay, I went with the lamb, and as you see, I got it medium there. It has some roasted asparagus with it. Has some celery puree underneath. And it has some roasted potatoes down here. And it has some kind of like fried potatoes as well. It has some jalapeno jam, and then it has some glaze that comes with it. So it looks like a fantastic dish. I'm ready to dive in and give it a try. Okay, so I'd like to talk about my dish, the lamb chops. So these are phenomenal. They're cooked really, really well. Asked for medium, and they're definitely medium. I'm about half in to my dish. I really enjoy it. The glaze sauce is really good. It's got a little smoky kick to it. And then the jalapeno sauce is really nice as well. It's not too overly spicy, so I really like that. And then the potatoes are nice that are with it as well. The only complaint I have about this dish is the asparagus. So it is just these like end pieces instead of like the nice part that you normally like. It's like the very end. These are like the pieces that I normally throw away. So I don't really care for that. But that's my only biggest complaint about this dish. Other than that, it's a great dish. I would recommend this dish. If you're a fan of lamb, this is a great dish to try.
Okay, for my entree, I decided to go with the pan-seared sea scallop. So it looks like there are 3 decently sized sea scallops here that are pan-seared. It comes on a bed of seasonal risotto, and then on the top there are some cut up pieces of fennel and apple, and then our waiter poured this mushroom sauce over the top of it to give it lots of extra flavor. So I'm so excited to give you in, to dig in and give you a full report here in a little bit. Okay, so it's not looking very pretty right now. That's because I've eaten lots of parts of this, but it's really, really good. So these scallops are a nice hearty size. There are only 3 of them in here, but they are delicious, have great flavor. So if you love scallops, it's a really great place to get scallops. And then the apples and the other chopped things that are in the top, it adds a great flavor, and it also adds just a little bit of sweetness to everything. The risotto is cooked perfectly. It is very light and fluffy. And then the only complaint that I would have is you can see a little bit of green down here. Surprisingly, it was on like a bed of kale, which is what I think it is. It wasn't mentioned on the menu, but that kale made things a little bit bitter. So I try to eat as much of that as possible first, so it wouldn't be the last taste in my mouth. But yeah, this is a great dish, and even like I said, it doesn't look very appetizing right now, but it is yummy. Okay, their dessert trio, their game for dessert is coming in pretty strong. So from left to right, we have the lemon jam macaron. So it is a lemon macaron that's filled with that raspberry filling. And then right here in the center is definitely the star of the show. It's a white chocolate chip cup. And so it's literally chip from the movie. It's made out of white chocolate, so completely edible. Filled inside of it is that beautiful, yummy, delicious gray stuff, along with some crisp pearls. I'm always amazed that they have that little tale as old as time piece that's completely edible as well, made out of white chocolate. And then last but not least is our dark chocolate truffle, filled with dark chocolate Grand Marnier ganache. And so we each have our own individual servings of these dessert trios. We cannot wait to dig in, give them a try, and we'll come back to you soon and let you know what we think.
All right, so that was Be Our Guest. What do you think?
It is a magical experience. So from when you first enter and you're like in the ballroom where Beauty and Beast had their first dance, and then we got to sit in the West Wing. Pretty magical. And can we talk about the dessert?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so my favorite dessert was definitely the gray stuff with chip. That was delicious, and I don't mean to be cheesy, but literally it's delicious. We did try to make it at home one time. I think Be Our Guest has one up on us. It wasn't nearly as good at home. But then the white chocolate cup that Chip is in is delightful. So the only thing I didn't love on the plate for desserts was that truffle thing. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but that chocolate ball, it was just so rich. And by that point in the meal, I think I'm just over it. So what do you think of everything? Dessert and everything else?
The dessert, I loved it all. The macaroon was probably my least favorite, but I mean, it was still good.
Still, yeah.
All of it was great. The whole entire meal was fantastic. I love coming to Be Our Guest. It's such a fun experience. Even having the Beast walking around. I did like it more when pre-COVID, when you could actually go and shake hands with the Beast and go into the study.
Slow
and
dance with the
Katie got to
Beast.
slow dance with him, then I got to
And
slow
so
dance
did
with
you.
him.
Yeah.
So it was a fun time. But it's such a fun experience coming to Be Our Guest, and
Yeah.
I recommend anybody, if you get a chance to come. It's a little expensive, I know that.
It is.
But if you can afford it and you can splurge a little bit, come try it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we really enjoy the experience, and honestly, I think the food is really yummy. So it's a great place. So thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and take a moment to like this video. That helps our channel so much. Be a subscriber to Indy Meets Disney, and until next time, we will
See you real soon. Bye, guys.